Hey everyone, Abigail Reese speaking. I'm going to go a little slower on this video. Let me just move the laptop. I'm going to go a little slower on this video because I know I have a tendency to talk a little bit too fast, and so I'm going to make a conscious effort to just slow down a little bit. Right, what this video is about is when it comes to email marketing. I get this question a lot of times. How do I do email marketing? What do I write in the emails? How often should I send an email? How long should the campaign last? And it's quite simple, really. Get onto some people's lists because you're going to get such an education by doing that. You're going to learn how often um, these marketers email. You're going to learn how whether they put images in them or not, whether they embed videos in them or not, whether they link to their social media, what kind of approach they have, what kind of flow they have, whether they're all sales pitch, whether they're more personal. You're going to get a flow of all kinds of different things, and then you can take snippets of always make it your own, always make it your own, but you can find ones that resonate well with you and just put your own stamp on them, put your own spin on them. You're going to learn so much when it comes to email marketing and doing follow-up emails by absolutely by subscribing to marketers lists. And that was actually a really good bit of advice I was told a year ago when I first really started getting into email marketing. And it's one of the best pieces of advice I've ever had because regarding that, because I've learned so much from doing so. And now Joseph and myself, we write all our own words. We write it very personally, but we put our own stamp on it. It's not the same as anyone else's, but we take snippets of things. For instance, using images in the emails. The images we use are our own, or the ones that we personally find. But that's often a really good thing to reiterate a point in an email. That's a really good tip right there. Starting your email off with an image of some sort, whether it's a metaphor for what you're going to talk about, or an image, something to do with you or your life or your lifestyle or anything like that. And that's a good one. But not everybody does that, and not everybody who's successful does that either. Everybody has their own spin on it. We personally like doing that, and we find it very, very effective indeed. But anyway, so there's a little tip there. But yeah, when it comes to learning a skill, look at what people are doing who are doing great, and do what they're doing. It's as simple as that. It really is. So I guess I'm going to make this video pretty short, actually, shorter than some of my more recent ones. But endlesswealthplan.com. I mean, if you sign up to that, I mean, if you put your email into the capture page there, you're going to get our email follow-up sequence. So you're going to see exactly the kind of things we write, and how we do our emails, how many links we put in there, what social media we connect to in there, if any. The point is you're going to see all this, and we've learned a lot from a lot of other people as well. So you're going to see all that. You're going to see how often we send out emails. There's nothing like getting on someone's list to get a really good education on what to do when it comes to that. So that's my advice, really. If you're thinking about that, you're in a position where you're ready to start writing emails, you perhaps just got yourself an autoresponder, or you've just made a funnel but you don't quite know what to say, it's always better to write your own rather than rely on the company ones that get sent out. Always try and make everything as personal as possible. Always. This is another reason we make videos. It makes it more personal. It's not just sending someone to a company sales page or something, we make our own. We make our own videos. We explain the compensation plan. We explain the marketing. We explain the traffic. We explain how we tie it all together. We tell our story of how we even got into the industry. I mean, we keep it as personal as possible. And obviously over time, we'll update videos and explain it even better. If we do another explanation that's better than one that we've done in the funnel, then we'll update it. Simple as that. We'll always be looking for ways to fine-tune things. Over the course of learning email marketing, we've taken a few different turns. We've learned from a lot of other people. We found our flow with it. We found what works best for us. And really, that's going to be the same for you too. It's the same as you can get scripts and things like that you can use if you're prospecting on social media. Of course, we can give you guidelines for things like that, and even scripts. But if you really are better off kind of shaping them more for you, making things, try and make everything as personal as possible. Try and make your videos personal. Try and make your content that you give personal. Try and make your funnel personal. Try and make your adverts personal. Whatever it is you're doing to build your business, try and make it personal, and then try and fine tune that. And what you're going to find eventually is that after playing around with different email styles and different flows, you'll find your own flow, you'll put your own stamp on it, and you'll fine tune it and test out different methods, test out different ways, look at the ways that other people are doing things, and you're going to fine tune your own business system, whatever you're using. So like for instance here, the Endless Wealth Plan, we started a Facebook group. People are starting to come into this now. This is purely for our 3-step plan. The first part is a business, the second part is the marketing, the third part is the traffic. And all 3 together they keep the wheel turning, they cycle. People from the traffic come into the capture page, then they come into the business, the marketing system, the traffic, which then pays for more traffic to keep the cycle going. It just keeps going round and round and round and growing as it goes. The more money you make, the more you can, if you're going the method of paid traffic, the more money you make, the more money you can put into paid traffic, and it's not coming out of your pocket. The money you make in the business goes into your pocket, the money you make in the marketing system goes into your pocket, and the money you make in traffic goes back into more traffic, which keeps the constant flow of leads coming in. And then, of course, those leads are getting your follow-up emails as well, and they're getting, like YouTube. We get a lot of leads coming in from YouTube. We get people joining the team from YouTube. In fact, recently we had a lady called Donna who joined our team through YouTube, and she just happened to see one of our videos, and she's got a team of 35 people now and growing. So, YouTube is great. It's really a really fantastic platform with which to promote your business, promote yourself, in order to promote your business, and also to give content. You can give so much value back to people on YouTube. You can make a video teaching people something that's perhaps something that you struggled with in the early days, or something that you've learned along the way. Then make a video about it and put it out there so you can help other people not make the same mistakes you made. I mean, there's always going to be people that are not going to come across your videos and therefore possibly make the same mistakes you've made. Everyone has their own learning curve. And some people are very active in seeking out information, and some people are not so much. But if there's anything we can do to help people not make the mistakes that we've made along the way, then that's great. I wish that I'd had more knowledge back then when I first started out. But it's like anything. You've got to start at the bottom and work your way up. You've got to go through the learning curve, and whether you can shortcut that learning curve and cut out some of the things that a lot of people might stumble over because they've made those mistakes. And if you can not make those mistakes, then obviously that's great. But that's not to say you won't make other mistakes in the future. But really, you can learn so much from other people. We've got, there are three mentors in particular that we follow at various levels, but they're always people who are like higher up than we are, always. We're always looking upwards, always. And we're implementing things we learn from these people. We're implementing the things we've learned ourselves that we figured out along the way, and we're doing our own spin on it, our own stamp on it, which really is the whole branding thing. Super important. So I was also going to touch on saturation because in fact, actually, I made a video earlier on that, and then my internet cut out while I was trying to flip to different web pages, so I had to abort that one. And I thought, okay, I'll make another one later, but I might as well just stick on the end of this one actually. And that is, if you've got a lot of people promoting the same business, that's fine. But most people are just promoting a company page or a company video or something like that. And so therefore, a lot of people are seeing it that way. A lot of people are being exposed to something. A business I've been in before, I've been going 7 years now, I think, something like that. And there are people all over social media promoting that, but it's still growing and there are still people doing well in it. But those that are branding themselves in it are obviously doing a lot better, because this is another reason we started the Endless Wealth Plan as well, is to because then it's a plan. It's not a business, it's a plan. You've got a business inside, as I said before, and a marketing system and the traffic. And it also self-liquidates itself. It feeds itself, it funds itself, and therefore it's a plan to take $10 and turn that into a six-figure income. Hence the headline on the group there. So yeah, I guess that's all I was going to say on this. So don't ever worry about saturation. There really is no such thing as saturation in this, especially in this industry, because as well, consider how many people there are in this world, and only a very small percentage of people in this world are, if you take the total of people in the world and then you take the total of people who are working online, there's a huge difference there. It's a very small percentage actually of people working online. And another thing I want to say, whatever business you're in or whatever you're promoting or however you're doing it, when you're going through some tough times, it can be really easy to think about quitting or to just quit. I'm saying that, which really is going to sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, because personally, I never ever felt like quitting. No matter what, no matter how hard it got at times, no matter how frustrating it got at times. And believe me, it did, certainly at times, especially in that learning curve, where it felt like there were pieces missing and we just needed to find that missing piece to kind of pull it all together. Even then, never ever felt like quitting, just felt frustrated at not knowing enough to really just take it to the next level. We were doing well, certainly, but we knew that there was a piece missing to really elevate it to the next level. So I know a lot of people, though, tend to quit things before they even get paid, and that's crazy. You know, something about the industry made you want to get involved. Don't ever lose sight of that, whatever business you're in, or as I said, whatever you're promoting, however you're doing it, whoever's in your team, whoever you're under, just you know, just learn, just go through the learning curve, because there is a learning curve. But if you just persevere and you keep going through the learning curve, whether you change businesses or not, whether you change strategies that you use or not, don't quit the industry because something about the industry made you want to get involved. And this can turn into whatever you want it to turn into, but you will never get there if you quit. You'll never ever get there if you quit. So that's saying winners never quit and quitters never win. So it's very, very true. It really is. So just perhaps something to think about there. And I guess I'm going to end this video now. As I said, if you want to check out what our follow-up email sequence is like and how we do it, then all you've got to do is go over to the endlesswealthplan.com website, and or just click on the link in the description below and opt in with your mailing, with your email address, and you'll start and get our follow-up sequence. And you know, you can learn so much from doing that on people's mailing lists, as we have. So have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.